Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud.
Happy Derby!
We're celebrating the Kentucky Derby this time on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
All the local ingredients.
We'll trace a Millionaire's Row menu from farm to table at Churchill Downs.
Enjoy.
And Tim Laird rubs shoulders with celebrity chefs at the Taste of Derby.
This is the red carpet party where you'd want to be.
It's one of my favorite places to be.
He'll also take us inside the kitchen at Keeneland for the secrets to bourbon soy deviled eggs.
Oh, wow. So different than any deviled egg I've ever had before.
All of that and an all-access pass to the Kentucky Derby Festival's Wine Fest.
So much fun.
Right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Thanks for joining us on this special Kentucky Derby edition of Secrets. I'm Kevin Harnett. There's no better time in Kentucky than springtime. Nature is blossoming again. Farms are flourishing. And pride is shining on all things Kentucky. Never more so than on the first Saturday in May. Kentucky flavors run deep on Derby Day, especially in the dining rooms, where they're using as many local ingredients as they can.
Kentucky Derby, Kentucky Proud, as much as we can get.
From local cheese to lettuce, even strawberries.
We've got Kentucky Proud strawberries.
Usually, local strawberries aren't in season until, well, after Derby. But at Churchill Downs, they're ripe and ready on the first Saturday in May.
We've already harvested about 3 times.
Have you ever wondered how they do that?
Kind of a hidden secret, I guess.
Hidden behind this home in Bullitt County, Thomas Wanty has designed a unique farm that grows all kinds of crops in all directions.
Yeah, we're growing horizontal and vertical.
Crops grown here can be harvested in half the time of a normal farm, thanks to the aquaponics system that Thomas designed himself.
We have about 7,000 to 8,000 tilapia in tanks inside the fish house. The nutrients that come from them goes through a biofilter. We pump off their solids, and we bring all the good stuff out to the plants, and goes through all these tubes. It goes to a sump and goes back to the fish house, so the only loss of water is evaporation and plant uptake.
This is a game changer.
The ingenious system has opened a whole new menu of possibilities for Churchill's executive chef, Dave Danielson.
That's delicious. This is a game changer that we can get this local product, get this fresh product year-round now. And with the ability to put that money back into the local economy and support people who are building businesses here in Kentucky.
We're all quite proud of it. It's been an exciting journey with Dave coming out and seeing what we're doing.
It's like produce on demand.
This is unbelievable.
The chef requests it, and Thomas grows it, timing it perfectly to be ripe and ready on Derby Day.
About 4,000 head of lettuce.
Kentucky Bib, Salanova Green Sweet, Rhodus.
I think people are going to really love this. People are never used to tasting something this fresh. Oh yeah, man, we're going with this. Trying to figure out how to continue to grow this and move it forward. Well, this is just the beginning.
The kitchens here at Churchill Downs are a beehive of activity. I'm here with Executive Chef Dave Danielson. It's nice to see you.
Thanks for coming out here, Coach.
You know, it always amazes me how much stuff is locally produced right here across Kentucky and Indiana that's served here on Oaks and Derby Day.
Well, we've actually got a great program. We've been working on it for several years. We've got about 24 different farms that we're working with.
Wow.
Not only are they growing beautiful lettuces, produce, country hams, sorghums, cheeses. We've got a new initiative this year from Aquafresh Farms down in Mount Washington. They're growing about 10 different varieties of lettuce, all aquaponics, indoors. They've also grown these amazing strawberries. We're serving this all over the track and all the premium areas. And we also have really done a big push this year to get a lot of Kentucky Proud even into our concessions.
Let's make the salad.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna just kind of pick through some of these beautiful lettuces. We're gonna lay them out. This is a great example of a summer salad. Some roasted beets, some strawberries, fresh fruit. I'm gonna clean up a couple of these strawberries here.
Strawberries this time of year, especially grown locally, at best you'd think of them as being small, but these are nice size.
And these are unbelievably sweet.
Right you are.
We're gonna top this off with just a couple beets. We take the beets whole. I wrap them in foil, a little bit of olive oil. We put them in the oven. We cook them at about 350 degrees for about an hour till they start to be soft. Quarter them up or dice them up. But I mean, super fresh, really beautiful. We've got a little strawberry poppy seed dressing. We took some of the strawberries, we pureed it, just a little bit of oil, vinegar. We've got a little local goat cheese from Judy over at Caprio Farms. And there we have a beautiful spring strawberry beet salad.
Wow.
With the strawberry poppy seed dressing.
That looks delicious.
Well, thanks. We got this for 22,000 people coming up, so enjoy.
You'll be serving just a few.
Right.
Busy today, huh?
A little bit.
Dave, thanks.
Thanks.
Always appreciate you.
The road to the Kentucky Derby often goes through Lexington, over the legendary racecourse at Keeneland. My friend Tim Laird is there.
The track is known for horse racing, but the kitchen is also becoming legendary for food.
Nowadays, Keeneland is making a name for itself as one of the top special event venues in the state.
Yeah, we go all year long. So we got the race meets, we got the sales, but then we also do special events all in between that. So we do it from weddings to corporate events, and we really mix it up.
And Chef Mark Therian is serving food to go with it. That's on the same world-class level as the facility.
You know, these are all foods we understand. We know what they are, but you're doing it a little different way.
Fresh new flavors like Chef Mark's smoked burrata caprese salad with minty dill basil pesto and Kentucky Proud heirloom tomatoes. And some of the most unique and flavorful deviled eggs I've ever had.
Chef, I know you do deviled eggs here because it's still very popular, but you do it differently than anybody else.
Well, you know, when I moved to Kentucky, I really got introduced to the bourbon scene, which I'm in love with. But
excellent.
So what better way to bring what I know and then infuse it into the culture here in Kentucky is to do a bourbon soy marinated deviled egg.
Very nice. I like that.
I take cold water, I put my eggs into that water, and I bring it to a boil. As soon as it comes to a boil, you take it off the heat, put it on the table, and let it sit for 12 minutes. You're going to get a perfect cooked egg every single time. Pull them out, put them in a container, let them cool down naturally. You're going to get a great egg. I did that method yesterday to get these eggs going. The marinade on this is soy sauce and bourbon.
There it is.
I diluted this with water till it tasted a little ocean briny, but not too salty. And that way I can let it sit overnight. What happens if you let this sit overnight in soy sauce and bourbon, the eggs get too strong. So you'll see the color, the big difference on them. Look at these. Aren't those gorgeous?
That marinade, that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Here's something you can do to dress up the look of your marinated eggs. Crack the shell, and when you peel it off, the egg takes on the look of a stained glass window. But they'll taste great either way.
The best way you want to do your eggs is take your knife, very carefully. It's almost like an avocado.
I'll roll it around.
You can do that way. Comes right off, and you keep
Comes
it.
right out.
We're going to keep those yolks.
Save all the cooked egg yolks to make your filling.
So you can take a spoon. You're going to mash that up. Again, it doesn't have to be pureed. It'll break up once you put all the other ingredients in there. So I got mayonnaise. I've got whole grain mustard. I've got lemon juice, and we've got our kosher salt.
As for the pepper, Chef Mark uses Tabasco sauce for some extra kick. He also dices up some pickles and puts them in there.
I think a little bit of pickle in there can give a little bit of texture.
Now, the secret's to getting all that good filling where it belongs, inside the eggs.
I use a pastry bag.
Oh, perfect.
You can get this
Great.
online. So the best way to do it,
Now at home you can use a resealable bag too,
you
right?
can. You can use a Ziploc bag. It works just fine. That's pretty much in there. So you're going to fold this down, take it and fold it over your hand.
Oh, see, that's the technique.
That's the technique right
Because
there.
otherwise you're trying to put it in through the top.
And it gets
doesn't
all dirty
work.
on the top.
Oh,
So you can
what
always
a great
fold.
idea.
So that's how we want to do it. You just take your... You want to get all that mixture. You're going to need it all. And I twist it. Now it's ready to go.
Perfect.
You squeeze in, and then you pull out. Squeeze in, and lift off.
Perfect.
Squeeze in, and lift off. So I get my green onions. Again, I got this from the grocery store. I'll take off the top. Okay.
He places one slice of green onion on each egg, and then another secret.
Okay, the next part, this is called a togarashi. Togarashi is sesame seed, it's chili powder, it's lime, it's nori. You can make this at home with all those things. So now we're just gonna garnish each egg. Instead of using just normal paprika, what everybody's doing.
The secret ingredient.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
So when you eat this thing, it's like, oh my God.
It's gonna
you need a whole tray of them.
I've got to try one. Is it all right?
Please.
All right, I'm going in. I've got one right here. Oh wow, that is so different than any deviled egg I've ever had before. That soy and bourbon coming together, that is awesome. I'm gonna have another bite. All those event planners out there, make sure you get a hold of Keeneland Hospitality, because this is the way to go. If I'm going to go to a party, this is the one I want to go to.
Thanks, Tim. And here's another party to add to your list. The Kentucky Derby Festival's Wine Fest.
Got to be the most fun festival before Derby.
We'll check that out coming up. Plus, celebrity chef spotting at the Taste of Derby. It's all ahead on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
The Bourbon Country Cookbook, a collaboration of Churchill Downs chef David Danielson and America's Chief Entertaining Officer Tim Laird. Now available on Amazon and in bookstores. The Bourbon Country Cookbook, new Southern entertaining. Get yours today. Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud.
I'm Kevin Harnett, glad to be with you again, celebrating Derby, this time on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Right now, it's time to check in with my broadcast partner, who's rubbing shoulders with some celebrities in Louisville.
Tim Laird here at the Yum Center for the Taste of Derby. And if you're a foodie, this is the red carpet party where you'd want to be. All the top chefs across the country have converged here to show off their culinary creations.
Always enjoy it.
I'm Brooke Williamson from Los Angeles, California. I'm serving a compressed melon and farro salad with pancetta, breadcrumbs, and turmeric yogurt. I'm very excited. This is one of my favorite places to be.
Dave Danielson from Churchill Downs. We got a little 24-hour braised pork belly, some corn milk, persimmon vinegar pickled mushrooms. We've also got chocolate crema with Woodford double oak jelly and a little salted caramel candy corn.
Great to see local chefs and the celebrity chefs all here celebrating Louisville.
Virginia Willis. I'm a chef and cookbook author from Atlanta, Georgia. I am serving quail country captain over stone ground grits. I am cooking in the mansion on Derby Day. I'm thrilled to be there. We're going to make biscuits with country ham, beignets. I'm going to give a little South and a little French at the same time.
Hi, my name's Kevin Johnson. I'm from the grocery in Charleston, South Carolina. And we've got Border Springs lamb ham with carrot salad, a little bit of harissa yogurt, and chickpea crackers.
While the Kentucky Derby is the most exciting 2 minutes in sports, this is the most exciting dinner of Derby week.
It's really good.
Thanks, Tim. That does look exciting. And so is this.
I'm having a blast.
It's the annual Kentucky Derby Festival, Kentucky Proud Wine Fest, held on Louisville's waterfront during Derby week.
This is one of the greatest things the Kentucky Derby Festival puts on.
We have nearly 100 different wines that anybody can come and sample today.
All Kentucky proud.
Before 2000, we basically had no wineries in the state. In 2000, we had a handful. 2017 now, we've got 70 plus wineries. It's an exciting time to be part of the industry.
We put our wines up against everybody else in this country and internationally.
In addition to all the great Kentucky wine, there's also plenty of food from local restaurants.
We have a bacon wrapped date stuffed with pimento cheese, made it in-house.
Yes, some Kentucky Proud Clover products. We got specialty jams, got specialty honey on the brie, and then we've got a little chocolate mousse and chocolate cordial cups. It's real good.
I am Rachel Smallwood from the Orange Clover. We're located in downtown Jeffersonville, Indiana, and tonight we're serving Cajun-inspired shrimp and grits. And you can kiss them.
The grits are the best ever, and she's an amazing chef.
The shrimp and grits are really good. Got some pizzazz.
It's good.
We have a chocolate tart with caramel and hazelnut praline.
Serving a short rib arancini with some tomato pesto and pecorino romano cheese. Having a good time.
Great fun.
Great food, local wine, and plenty of sunshine. What better way to celebrate Derby, right? Add a little carpool karaoke and you're golden.
I don't want no scrubs that can't get no love from me.
Good times at the Kentucky Derby Festival's Wine Fest. And we still have so much more to come. Next, I'll go back into the kitchen with the chef at Churchill Downs for another Millionaire's Row dish that you can make at home.
Got abundance of mint running around this place.
Plus, the secrets to Tim Laird's Kentucky Cooler and what might be the sweetest Derby box of them all. We're coming back with more secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs is a presentation of Kentucky Proud, with support from the Kentucky Beef Council. In Kentucky, beef is still what's for dinner. PNC Bank, for the achiever in you. Cisco Louisville, good things come from Cisco. And by Kentucky One Health, bringing wellness, healing, and hope to all.
Derby Day is full of Kentucky tradition, the sights, the sound thereof, and the flavors.
All the local ingredients.
Churchill Downs top chef Dave Danielson is busy putting as many local ingredients in his Derby Day menu as possible. Have you ever wondered where he gets it all?
One of the things I'm really proud of is our partnerships here with our local farms.
A lot grows here in Shelby County at Courtney Farms.
Very exciting to be able to be involved in the Derby in this capacity.
Here, Mary Courtney, her husband Shane, and their 4 kids are working hard this time of year. Well, most of them are anyway. On about 200 acres, the Courtneys grow just about everything you can in Kentucky.
Beets and radishes to onions to eggplant, cucumbers, huge assortment of peppers, watermelons, honeydew.
And many of those items grown at Courtney Farms make their way right here into the kitchen at Churchill Downs. I'm with Chef Dave Danielson. Nice to see you again.
How are we doing? Happy Derby.
So you're going to share the secrets to one of the dishes you're making on Millionaire's Row.
Absolutely. You know, the secret to this is really the great work that the farmers do. Courtney produces amazing things for us. This is one of my favorite salads. This is a tomato watermelon salad.
All right.
So we've got all these beautiful kind of heirloom tomatoes, some little reds, some yellows, we've got some little Cabernets. So we've got some watermelon we dice. It's really a nice play on this sweetness and the kind of acidity from the tomatoes. We've got a little bit of sliced red onions. We've got some beautiful local cucumbers. Another unusual product, some smoked sea salt from Bourbon Barrel Foods. Got some lemon oil.
Lemon oil, okay.
Put some nice basil in here. We got some fresh mint here. It's Derby Day. You know, we've got abundance of mint running around this place. If you've never tried mint and tomato, it's really a great combination. So we just kind of mix this together. You know, I like to let this sit maybe an hour or so, make it, put it up. The flavors really start coming together. Tomato watermelon salad. It's really easy to do when you know the secret.
You gotta love that. A Derby dish in which you can actually taste Kentucky pride. Chef, you know what that tastes like? Just like Derby.
Very good.
All year long, we say that we are Kentucky proud, Courtney Farm proud, and now we can say we're Derby proud.
And when it comes to Derby cocktails, there's none more Kentucky proud than what my friend Tim Laird is mixing up. What do you have for us, Tim?
One of my favorites, my Kentucky Cooler, a great refreshing cocktail. First, it starts off with the official bourbon of Churchill Downs, Woodford Reserve. About 1.5 ounces goes in. And then, to make this a wonderful, sophisticated cocktail, my Ale 81, a great balance of ginger, some citrus notes. A little lemon twist goes in on top.
And there you have it, my Kentucky Cooler, made with the official bourbon of Churchill Downs and Kentucky's favorite soft drink. Thank you, Timmy. And before we go, it's time for a little Derby dessert. There's nothing sweeter on Derby Day than your own Derby box. Have you ever wondered how you could get one? Well, it's easier than you might think, and this one might be the sweetest one of all.
It's the sweetest of sweet.
An official box of Kentucky Derby chocolates, made right here in Louisville by Erica Chavez Graziano at Cellar Door Chocolates.
It's so nice to be affiliated with something that's so close to all of our hearts.
Erica's treats have become known across the nation. She even supplies chocolates to the National Emmy Awards ceremony. But no success is sweeter than her role as creator of the official Kentucky Derby chocolates. Just like the Derby itself, it's hard to pick a favorite out of this bunch.
We have two boxes. The first one is a dark chocolate Woodford Reserve truffle, and the second one is a Woodford Reserve caramel. The artwork is designed by Janine Barnhart and her sister Doreen Barnhart Dehart. Janine is known for her equine work across the country, and she and her sister have done several Kentucky Derby posters as well as a couple of the Churchill posters.
So, if you can't shell out big bucks for a box at Churchill Downs on Derby Day, you can still feel like a high roller with a sweet.
The sweetest of sweets.
A decadent Kentucky Derby chocolate from Louisville's Queen of Sweets.
Happy Derby!
Happy Derby! We're glad we can celebrate it with you. I'm Kevin Harnett for Tim Laird. We'll see you next time on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
The Bourbon Country Cookbook, a collaboration of Churchill Downs chef David Danielson and America's Chief Entertaining Officer Tim Laird. Now available on Amazon and in bookstores. The Bourbon Country Cookbook, New Southern Entertaining. Get yours today.